That's fine.
That's
Who cares?
okay.
Alright, welcome back to Dude Cab Zombiland, bitch.
Okay, so
What?
on the
Called
subject
Robbie
of
Zombie.
vegan stuff,
Right? Are you
Woody
gonna-
Harrelson has to eat, what was it, Twinkies?
Yeah.
But Woody Harrelson is vegan and Twinkies aren't actually vegan appropriate.
Right.
So they had to make up vegan-friendly Twinkies specifically for him to use in the movie. And
Really?
I honestly think it's like, how is that not being sold now? Because I would think that there's enough of a,
Like
I don't want to
audience
say
almost.
audience for it, but it's like,
It would be an audience, though.
there would be a
Demographic.
good group of consumers.
Yeah.
Well,
There's enough health food nuts. Hey, we changed our band name to Stacy and the.
Did you lose that too?
yeah, we lost all of
Dragons.
that. Stacy and the Dragons.
It's okay. I kind of tried to reinvent it.
Yeah.
Was that what I heard when I was in the bathroom?
Yes.
Graphic screaming? Okay. Going off of, what is it, the vegan stuff.
What is this? Oh, this is not the one with the really weird name. This is Skylar.
This is
No, the other one is
Miss
Veronique.
Cleavage.
Yeah,
Veronique.
Veronique.
Verenique.
Veronique.
Veronica.
Anyways, on the vegan
So
thing,
anyway,
that's
what I
right.
was saying about the vegan thing is that in Napoleon Dynamite, which we were talking about so much before we lost all
It's a good
goddamn
movie.
audio, it is a good movie.
It's gonna be-
You have to be in the right mood to watch it, though.
That's true, but completely beside the point. Uncle Rico, the actor who portrays him, is
Vegetarian.
actually a vegetarian. So when he eats that steak in that one scene, when he wipes his mouth, like after they quit filming, he like spits out the steak. He's eating
Oh.
a steak, and
At
it's
least-
like
at
it's
least-
crazy. They didn't have the
Yeah.
budget to afford vegan steaks.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
Oh,
So-
yeah, that was so common.
Fun little
I know.
tidbit about the guy who plays Uncle Rico, which I don't actually know the actor's name.
looks like my dad.
This movie might be a bit old for you guys, but it's like Monster Squad or something like that. And the guy who plays Uncle Rico plays the
Oh.
Wolfman.
Really?
Alright.
And there's my favorite scene of the movie. They're like surrounded by all these old classic movie monsters, and there's like the werewolf right in front of him. One of the kids is like, "Kick him in the nards," and the guy's like, "Wolfman doesn't have nards," and then he kicks him in the junk, and there's a reaction. He's like, "Wolfman has nards."
Okay, now let's go way back. Last episode we were talking about what games we were excited for that disappointed us, and vice versa. What games we weren't excited for that surprised us. Let's go with Charlie, I guess.
Okay,
But
so
didn't we already talk about like Mag and
no, we lost that, didn't we?
Brink? No, I think we already talked about it in the last
we didn't talk
episode.
about Brink.
I don't remember if we. So anyway,
I think
talked
we
about-
started. to.
We started, then we got off track by Warhawk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I just finish the Mag thing? Or
Yeah,
do you
sure.
want to talk
Yeah,
about
finish the Mag.
The thing about
Okay.
Mag is that they all called me a Raven fag for
that was the that was the best benefit we got out of the
That
game.
is
Was
true.
calling Zach a Raven fan.
Yeah. I actually played Mag a little bit more than these guys. I kind of stuck with it. I thought it was fun. A lot of people. I had a really bad internet connection.
You
in my
don't know
house.
that.
I didn't play it. I played it for like 2 days,
I learned to spawn trap on Sever's home map on day one, and
and then you quit after.
and then that day, a video came out explaining how to do it, and I was like, I must be a genius. And I felt so good. And then I quit that shitty game. Alright, sorry.
Oh, gosh.
Sorry, Raven Fag, go ahead.
Anyway,
He's not gonna talk.
I'm just not going to talk. No. What was I going to say? Oh, the thing about it
Being
is that
Raven
like the
fag.
faction you chose in the beginning, it didn't affect anything, and like there wasn't enough variety, because variety is the spice of life, to keep like all the players interested. Like nothing really changed as you progressed.
The only advantage and disadvantage to choosing whatever faction you were in
Is people would call you mean names if you chose something.
That's true,
different.
that's true.
No, actually, no, yeah. So
Sever
there's two,
honey
there's two.
badgers and Raven fags.
Yeah, there's two. So the first one is people get called mean names or cool names
Yeah,
during
cool.
Sever. Or number two, your maps, the map positioning would change because they were like faction-specific maps.
Yeah.
Yeah. that was-
Sever's maps seriously looked depressing as hell. I
But
hated playing on them.
They were extremely advantageous for Sever. So I really liked it. Anyways,
Oh, look at her ponytail. She's got that tress effects.
So, like,
Sorry.
I guess on to me. Yeah, Brink was one. It has the same thing that Mag did. It didn't have enough content to justify its $60 price tag. Because I was a day one buyer, and I was checking the reviews before it shipped, and I was seriously just
in denial.
I was depressed.
No.
I was like, no, and then it showed up on my doorstep, and I was like, and I cried.
Yeah.
And so then I shot things.
I agree. Brink, honestly, yeah.
Just a letdown.
Content was the main.
Very much let
Like,
down.
the engine itself was not like broken. It was a good engine in my opinion. Like everything about it was
fun.
cool. The problem was the netcode was crappy. The single player was the same thing as the multiplayer, or I should say the multiplayer was the same thing as single player.
And there was no
And
variety.
there was just nothing.
Yeah.
There was nothing to the game. It was just too bad.
Yeah, it had an awesome art style. The story was original. It was okay. I mean, it wasn't fantastic. It was Civil War. But it was like Waterworld, the game, kind of.
Yeah.
Which is in turn Mad Max on the ocean. Or in the ocean.
Yeah.
So
Everything about it,
it was fun.
conceptually, was great.
Yeah.
It was such a letdown, though. I agree. That's also one of my biggest disappointments.
But what we were talking about, which we also lost the audio of this too, was like some games that we really liked, and games that we weren't hyped for, but we thought were really good.
Is this the car that has the Salvador Dali? No. There's a car that has like, I'm going to try to find it, but there's a car with Salvador Dali dials.
That's true. Alright, go ahead, Charlie.
So anyway, because Zach's sentence interrupted the middle of mine,
Sorry.
beginning of his. No, it's fine. I don't care. We were talking about BioShock Infinite. I know Spencer had like something to say. He thought it was cool. Just stroke it for me. You know, I like that game a lot. So
Okay, yeah,
You can just tug me off a little bit. It's fine.
BioShock Infinite was one of those games where like I heard a lot about before it came out, but I wasn't super excited for it because I was never like super into BioShock anyways. I knew it was a great game, and so when it came out, I was like, oh, I might as well get it. I have some spare cash right now, and I wanted to play it. I was really pleasantly surprised because it was a good game.
Mm-hmm.
It was. But again, I wasn't hyped for it, so I would put it in the surprise me category still.
Yeah.
I didn't think BioShock Infinite was like, I don't think it deserved like 10 out of 10 or anything. But
Oh yeah.
because
I'm also not
I would give it like an 8.5.
Okay, everybody, that hurts my feelings.
8.5 is a good score.
8.5 was a really good score. Like
I'm just gonna
it's
like
a
I'm
worth-playing
gonna
score.
stop rating games on numbers now, and I just decided if it's a play or a no play.
Yeah,
That's
I
how
told
I'm
you that a long time ago. I was like, worth
honestly,
playing, worth
it'll
playing.
offend me a lot less. I'd be like, should I play it? They'd be like, yeah. I'd be like, okay.
yeah.
Number things, like, the only reason I like that is because of context.
It
you
shows
know?
like magnitude because it's like if I say something's a 10,
Okay, I
Clearly
just
it's
want to
good,
pause
right?
for a second.
Versus-
Skylar just said, I left you a present in the truck. I think you'll like it. And my immediate thought is,
Poo?
she just took a shit.
yeah, definitely.
That's what my dog said one time, so I rubbed their fucking nose in. They didn't like
Wait,
the present.
your dog talked to you and you just rubbed its nose in
I was like, don't fucking talk to me, you
and he's
bitch.
like, that's the end of that. And then woof woof,
Yeah.
because he stopped talking.
What if
Yeah.
animals could talk? It was like
It was like
secret.
Wild Thornberries, except Nigel was not my dad.
Do you guys like believe in any conspiracy theories?
Aliens.
Really?
Yeah,
Why not?
Yeah.
Well,
Think
oh,
about it
gosh.
statistically.
Well, Spencer brought up in the last footage that
Okay, so yeah, the thing is, widely accepted right now, scientifically, the universe is endless. It's infinite. And so by that token, that means considering the number of ways atoms and molecules and particles could arrange themselves, that there's a finite number of combinations.
However,
So,
that finite number is still
right, but
infinitely large almost.
but it's not actually infinitely large versus the universe, which is.
I said,
And yeah, so
Theoretically, the universe. Is
yeah.
large.
And so by that, then aliens have to exist because
Well-
somewhere it's configured like that.
I read recently that within the next 10 years, there's a 2% chance that scientists will confirm extraterrestrial life.
A
I found
2%.
that- I
But
found
still,
that
like,
article
honestly, like, that's up. I
That is
mean,
infinitely more than
Oh,
us
okay.
like 20 years ago.
yeah, and that's, like, amazing to me. It's like, yeah, it's a 2% in the next decade, but the fact that there's a possibility in our lifetime is still very, very exciting. I mean,
And it doesn't even
Oh,
have to
I'm
be
not supposed to
intelligent
go there.
life, just life.
wait, it just,
somewhere.
like, landed like a spaceship on a planet, and the aliens are just, like, breathing on the glass, like, it's that Brian Regan base, like, so we're not gonna acknowledge dumb life when we find it, where there's gonna be, like,
The thing I've always thought was interesting about
Breathe on our
aliens is
windows.
that like, other intelligent life. The one thing I've always thought was interesting about it was because we don't know if they process things the way we do, right?
Well, I'm
because
just gonna stand here and die.
we're very like egocentric in our processing. We think about how things affect us
Yeah.
initially, right? So in like a hive mind society, it's like they might not even have a need to hurt each other. You know, like there's things could be infinitely different, literally infinitely different.
Yeah, hive minds are very interesting. We'll continue this next time.